now one of the officers is back while I'm sitting here trying to upload the first interaction, and he just drove around this Radio Shack and Subway building here, and I assume they're still doing some type of patrolling. They haven't patrolled here in 2 days, but now that I've told them we're auditing them after they were obviously discriminating against a woman and her child who was holding a sign out there by that stop sign right there. So she was out there holding a sign with her child, and 4 cruisers pulled up, and they started doing like grid pattern searches around the parking lot. So I stopped by and I asked them. They said they got a call, there was someone holding a sign. So I explained to them that we do audits concerning sign holding and constitutionally protected activity, and find out how municipalities and other enforcement agencies are treating the houseless that are doing these activities. At that point in time, the one corporal, kind of Hispanic, I think he was a Hispanic man, then got very sarcastic and arrogant-ish with me and wanted to shut down the conversation. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wind here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, and so you couldn't hear much of the audio. I might have to get a sock or something for the microphone on this camera, but you can see enough. I took a picture of the lady with her child out there by the stop sign, and then you can see there's 4 cop cars that responded. You can hear that one said they responded over the sign holding, and then you can see where I explained to them what we do and about the ordinances that are in place and how they are not discriminatory, and you cannot limit sign holding, but you can limit areas where signs can be held and what can be said on signs, such as definition of solicitation or in high traffic flow areas. But here's that cop right here, see? So he's still patrolling, and I assume I'm looking forward to some kind of harassment after I've now confronted them on this discriminatory activity. They did not mess with our missionary even one time. He's still making circles here. Going back in. So they didn't mess one time with our missionary. He's still out there. He's been out there for about 3 hours, 4 hours. They went directly to the woman with the child. They try to use this thing about safety of children as a way of discriminating, but the reality is that it's not unsafe for a child to be on the right-of-way, nor is it illegal. And harassment of women with children when they're down on their economic luck and looking for compassion from the community is not the best way of dealing with a situation with panhandling or whatever they're trying to reduce in the Carlsbad area. Pastor Andrew Stevens, Church of Common Good, AmericanCultureTV.com. We are in Carlsbad, New Mexico in the 2017 Ananias Audits. Talk to you soon. So I took a picture with a woman with her kids out here by a stop sign that was panhandling with her child. And I was waiting to see how long it'd take for the police to show up, and now there's 1, 2, 3 police cars in the parking lot of this Walmart here in Carlsbad, New Mexico. On our last audit we came through, Brian was told to leave the right-of-way by one of the police, and then I interviewed that police officer shortly afterwards, and he was more than cordial at that time. I'm not sure if these police are here to harass the woman. There's 4 police now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or what? Looks like the RV just pulled out. Are they here to clean the parking lot out? Maybe we should call him. Call him and have him come back. I mean, I don't think they can. We're shopped here recently. We haven't done anything. We're just dressing.
Mommy?
But these are the type of fears we have, you know, when we're sitting here just traveling across the country. Now we're in New Mexico. We have these 4 cops here in the parking lot. We have no idea what their intent is, what they're here for, and they are looking for the kids outside. The young kids? He's in a meeting, he said.
No, that was you.
Oh. Like looking for the young children with the mother. One's leaving now. Taking a left out of the parking lot.
Unless somebody called because our kids were outside, even though I was here. Skylar was out there cleaning up trash.
I'll go ask. I'd be happy to go ask. Let me just find out. So maybe they were called because our children were cleaning up the trash on the right of way. Let's find out. Let's find out what happened here. Yeah, I'll go ask. Be happy to ask. Well, you're the only one with a window down on this side, but I want to walk between the cars and talk to you. How's it going? My pastor understands the church around the world. Some police activity doing data and the police before. So I was going to find out the activities around the area. Last time I was still waiting for and I took some pictures of it. That's one of the data that we use. It's the area to area. So how you doing? Who am I talking to? I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude. Just for my own safety and for the safety of everybody watching. Who am I talking to now? Officer Bowie? How you doing, Officer Bowie? Corporal Priest, right? Priest. Nice to meet you, Officer Priest. I think I saw you about a year ago. We were doing we were doing an audit around here too. You came through and did an audit, and you guys were dealing with somebody who was doing something over a subway. When I walked up to do an interview like this right here, and they were in the middle of a car with them. But yeah, we do housing solutions around the country. We have church, and we go around and establish what's going on from city to city, and what solutions are available. There's a lot of work here. What solutions are available in the area, how the for-profits in the area, non-profits, and the municipalities, elected and unelected officials that represent the authoritative, law enforcement agencies, treat people who are doing constitutionally protected activity, such as sign holding that is not solicitation. A lot of times, what happens is we'll find that police are advised or maybe misinterpret the word solicitation to include sign holding somehow, and it actually has a definition that was established by city councils throughout the country that include offering or receiving gifts and services and such. And so, but there's also protection, constitutional protection, where every Supreme Court throughout the country has ruled against any law that would discriminate against the activity of holding a sign. They can limit where they can hold signs for traffic flow reasons. They can limit the aggressiveness, things like that, but you can't limit the actual activity. So we have 350 people stay on the road at full time, and I guess you call them disguises. Wear clothing that would typically be harassed by police or by the for-profits, and we collect data with body cams. And so we saw the lady out there taking with her child doing. I forgot what the sign said, so I wasn't really familiar with if her sign said they were soliciting or not. I didn't know if that was because I didn't want to disturb her. But so then we timed to see how long it would take for the police to respond, and then we were trying to find out if that response was due to a welfare check, or and then if that welfare check is typically in other situations done with foreclosures. And if that was done on a violation of law and you're investigating a crime, and then we establish what crime was being investigated that would create such a need for such an officer presence, because welfare checks are usually an officer stops by.
Do you have a problem with the officer presence?
No, I don't have a problem with officer presence. I was explaining this to the officer, you walked away, so you weren't able to hear the whole story.
The reason we're all here is when there's a child involved, obviously we're going to do some sort of welfare check.
Right.
Concerned citizen.
Well, involved with what? A child involved with?
Maybe some sort. I mean, if they're malnourished.
Do you know Lieutenant Moyers?
I'll call it to them. I'm trying to talk to. I can only collect data on the spot. Like when people know we're collecting data, then the data changes. You see, so we have to do auditing to be able to collect authentic data. And what we saw here with the lady,
officers come. The woman's just told me. They told me was why are you doing something? I do something illegal to make you feel like I'm a criminal and you need to be like, you want to turn your voice? I mean, the camera captures everything, man, so you can turn your voice too. I'll if you like to work, but that's it. But we always are. So, but radio voice raise octaves. Yeah, when your voice raise the octaves, why are you cutting me off?
Do you want a number?
See, this video camera tells all, so why are you cutting me off? Typically, there's a very small amount of officers who can be trained. I can look it up. I mean, I have, yeah. Can I get your card, sir? I can get your card, personnel number? Can I get your card, personnel number? Absolutely. And you have a card on you? Thank you, Captain, please. I appreciate that. Can I please get your card? Can I get your card, though? Okay, can I get your card? I can't get a card from you? Okay, thank you so much. So we're going to go over here and collect a little more data. You saw how that officer responded with an arrogant and sarcastic personality, snide remarks, and the way he dealt with the situation. That's the type of response you're going to get in this area, as you can see. And we're just going to keep collecting the data as we do normally, the public right-of-way. So this lady who was out here, she was at this stop sign right here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you where she was standing. Wait for this officer to go by. So the lady who was standing here, she was standing in this region right here by the stop sign. It's indicative of a right-of-way right here. She was standing right here with her child right here, as you'll see in the still image that we took beforehand. So basically that's the data that we received today here at Carlsbad, Mexico. I'll show you what's going on. Lady at a lowest point with a child trying to receive donations from the community on the right-of-way using constitutionally protected speech is responded by 4 police officers doing a search for this lady. And that's how they're doing things here.